Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sacramento Kings franchise. I'm sure as you've noticed, I've been posting a lot of this series pretty quickly because I have a lot of free time on my hands and I'm enjoying the series so much, so I'm just going to keep pumping out episodes and enjoying it, I guess. In this episode, we're going to be doing a couple things. I'm going to do a couple more event generators, and I'll go over those shortly. And then I'm going to be simulating all the way to this Brooklyn Nets game, and we'll play this game. It's a middle of the pack team, but they got a really interesting roster that I think will be pretty fun to play against. But we're just going to be simulating through these games, not simcasting them, because that takes a little bit more time, and I want to simulate through pretty much the whole month of December to move this series along. I've been kind of having the same format in every episode where I simcast games, play one at the end, so I kind of want to mix it up, simulate a lot of games in this episode, get through a good chunk of the season, and get closer to the trade deadline as well, because that is going to be a big one. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm just gonna do the events, and then I'll go over those pretty much right after this, and then I'll simulate through the games, and you'll see all the results of those. I'll go through those quickly, and we'll play the Brooklyn Nets, and that'll be the episode, and hopefully it'll be a good one. Hopefully we'll win this game, because we have been losing a lot recently. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through the events right now, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just ran the event generator, and I rolled 3 different ones. One of them was for the force a win for a team that is on a 2-game win streak to force it to go to a 3-game win streak. And I did that for the Timberwolves because they're on a win streak, and I think it's pretty important for them to keep winning that. And then the others were one for the Clippers, which was out of shape. So James Harden's physicals went down by like 3 to 5 for each of them, because he's basically out of shape. And James Harden is the perfect player for that, especially with the Clippers not being good. He could just be like forcing his way out again by being out of shape, which is crazy considering he's 37. So we'll see what happens with them. And the last one was pretty interesting, and of course it is the Blazers that got it. They are such a lucky team, but the Blazers got one which was basically saying your young star takes a jump. So it was pick a young player that is between I think 82 and 85 overall, and if he's averaging a certain amount of points, which this player was averaging, then you up all of their offensive stats pretty much by 5, and you up their shot and touch tendency by 5 as well. So Shaedon Sharpe fit that bill. So he is going to be taking a big jump. He is now the best player on the team. Basically the scenario was your young stars taking the next step. So Shaedon Sharpe got a bunch of boosts, and he is now going to be, I think, their best player, just straight overall. But this team just keeps getting more and more lucky. So he is going to be getting a minutes addition as well. Now he's going to be having 35 for them, and hopefully he can be the guy that kind of keeps pushing them to the next level, because they have been struggling a bit. But besides that, now we're just going to get to simming, which you'll see the results of that in a second, and then I'll go over the games. But yeah, I'm just going to start simulating the games, and you'll see those when they're finished. Alright, so I simulated up to January 6th. Strange date to pick to simulate to, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to go through a couple of these games first to just go over the scores. But we went about 5-9 in these games, so overall negative. We're now the 11th seed. I'm going to go through some of these games, any of the important stat lines from our guys. And then I'll also go over the standings and our players' stats. and then we'll get into this Nets game. But before all of that, we have a trade to go over. There was a trade in the league. All right, trade alert, trade alert. James Harden going back to the Rockets. Played a lot of seasons there, a lot of good basketball there. But the Clippers have been awful, and they're tired of like trying to make this work. So they're going to be sending him to the Rockets, who would love a starting point guard like him. For Fred VanVleet to make the money match, Tari Eason to make the money match, and they're really just trying to get some picks out of this. They get 2 seconds and a pretty nice first this year. It's probably middle of the pack. Might be in the lottery, might not, but they'll take anything they can get. Their team is bad. James Harden doesn't have too much value because he's really old, and he's regressing, but he can still, shoot the ball pretty well and get a lot of assists. So I think he'll still be a valuable asset to the Rockets. And, Fred VanVleet's not doing too much. Tari Eason is not doing too much for them offensively. So the Rockets are going to do this deal. And it's a bit early in the calendar for deals like this, but the Clippers are just ready to blow it up. Their team has been one of the worst teams in the league, and they're tired of just trying to tread water. So they're just going to start losing. All right, I hope you guys like that trade. I think it fits both teams pretty well. I think the Clippers kind of need to reset from their current core, as well as the Rockets just getting an upgrade and a returning player who their fan base loves, of course. I'm not sure how they feel about him now, but they definitely loved Harden when he was there. I'll go through a couple of these games. Not much to mention with a lot of them. We went 5-9 in these games, so we had a negative record, which is fine. Sabonis triple-double in this one against the Lakers. We got blown out by the Spurs. Sabonis played awful, but this was Keegan Murray's return. He dropped 24, which is pretty nice. Malik Monk, good game in this one. The Hawks won the Cup. They are 32-6. We beat the Warriors, who have been awful this year. Good games from all of our guys. Sabonis, good one. Keegan Murray, not a great one, but that's all right. Gonna have ups and downs. Ignore the banging. Somebody is banging in the apartment above me. I don't know what's going on up there, but they're like hammering something. I don't know. But yeah, so we lost this one against the Pistons. We won this one against the Suns. It was a close game. Sabonis played very well. We lost against the Jazz again. Kingston Fleming's not the most efficient game, but that's all right. Lost against the Bulls. Keegan Murray, great game. Won against the Kings. Nick Clifford, good game. Clippers, James Harden, 33-10. He's no longer there, though. And, well, I didn't look at our guys' stats on this one. Kind of mid-game for everybody. Nick Clifford dropping 23 is nice, so. All right. So those are all the games. So I guess we can get into this one after I go over standings, which is what they look like. We got OKC first, then the Spurs, then the Rockets. All of them are pretty close. Somehow the Suns are here. Grizzlies also are somehow here. Timberwolves are 500, and everyone below the 6th seed is negative. So the Blazers are the 7th seed, which is pretty cool. But they're negative, and they're on a 3-game losing streak. The Mavs are the 8th seed. Lakers are the 9th seed. Denver is the 10th seed. We are the 11th seed. Jazz below us. Clippers are 10-26. The Warriors are 8-29. And the Pelicans are 6-30. So bottom of the conference is not great here. In the East, the Hawks are still demolishing the league. They're 32-6. Then the Heat took the 2nd seed. No surprise there. Celtics 3rd seed, not surprising either. Then it's the Sixers, Pistons, Knicks. Cavs are pretty low. It is the East is really competitive this year, I think. They have a lot of really good teams. The Nets are about 500, which is kind of where they want to be. The Magic aren't doing great. Bulls are in the play-in. You would think they made the trade for Anthony Davis, they'd be more competitive, but not at all. They're about where they are always, which is middle of the pack, but that trade is not looking great for them. The Pacers are the 11th seed. Hopefully they can turn around their season a bit. Then it's the Bucks, Raptors, Hornets, who are not great, and the Wizards. Teams that you should be watching for next episode, which will probably be the trade deadline episode, will be the Hornets, looking to move LaMelo Ball probably. The Bucks trying to flip Tyler Hero for more assets probably. The Cavs might blow up their roster a bit. Jarrett Allen definitely could be on the move. Same with Garland. The Pistons could make a move for a better scorer alongside Cade using Jaden Ivey, because they don't really feel confident Jaden Ivey is going to be their future number 2, and they could use him to get one. And then for the West, the Clippers, expect them to make more moves as well. Kawhi could be gone, and Zubats could be gone for sure. As for other teams, I don't think the Warriors would even do anything at this point. I think they're just going to ride out the season, and it'll be the end of the Steph Curry era, probably. We might make a move. Malik Monk could be on the block if a team wants him, but it's really if a team is like looking for him, then they can get him, but I don't think we're going to be like shopping him around. The Lakers could be looking for a better starting center over Ayton because they're really struggling defensively. Portland could be trading Scoot Henderson to a team that wants him, but besides that, I think every other team is looking to stand pat. The Spurs could also make a trade, but they also don't need to, so yeah, up in the air for that one. But so yeah, those are what the league is looking like. We'll go through our team's stats right now. Cam Thomas is our leading scorer off the bench, which is kind of interesting. He's also playing very efficiently this year, which you'll love to see. Sabonis is up next, averaging 17, 11, and 7 almost. But his numbers have gone down from last year, which is not what you want to really see. His efficiency numbers are down. His assist numbers are up, but everything else is down, which is not great. Nick Clifford is jumping up a bit, which is fantastic. We love to see that. Malik Monk is about even with last year. His points are actually up and his assists are up, which is great. His efficiency is pretty much the same, if not better, so he's doing pretty good. Keon is up from last year as well. Cam Thomas, obviously he's probably down from last year, but he's probably playing a lot less minutes. But he's been doing great. Kingston Fleming's 9 points. Oh, I wasn't even sorting this correctly. We skipped over Keegan Murray, who is up 4 points from last year. He's up 2 rebounds pretty much, or 1 rebound. Shooting at very good percentages, so he's having a great year. Kingston Fleming's averaging 9, 3, and 3. Not shooting it fantastically, but he's a rookie. It's going to happen. He's averaging about 20 minutes a game. Right now he's averaging 7 points. I feel like in the games we've played, he's played pretty well. But yeah, so that's been our team this year so far. I guess I can go through award races really quick, and then we'll play this Brooklyn Nets game, and we'll move on. So Jokic is first, and then Giannis, Wemby, Shea, and Sengun for MVP. Rookie of the Year. I feel like this is a really close battle. Boozer and DeBonce are, for me, neck and neck. Boozer probably would be taking it right now because of record and his stats are a bit better. Darren Peterson is also in the mix with Caleb Wilson and Yaxel Lendenberg, who's been a really good just plug-and-play player for the Nuggets. 6 Man of the Year, Bennett Matherin's leading the way, closely followed, though, behind Dylan Harper. And I think if we were to give off the award today, it would go to Harper because his team is so much better. DPOY, Wemby, who is surprised. Donovan Clingan was up there, which is kind of surprising, but he has gotten hurt. Cooper Flag showing his face here, not a surprise. Most improved, Derek Queen. Jordan Hawkins has actually taken a big step this year. I would not be giving this to Derek Queen because I don't think second-year players should really win this award. Same with Nick Clifford. Jared McCain's also taken a jump, which is great. And Jalen Tyson's been pretty good for the Cavs as well. Is there any other awards? I kind of stopped there, but Clutch player of the year are these guys. If you really care, I don't really care about clutch player of the year. But yeah, okay. After all that, now we can get into the game against the Nets, which should be fun. And here we go. Playing against the Brooklyn Nets today. Now, this matchup is pretty interesting for a couple reasons. First of all, they had a high pick in the draft. Took AJ DeBonsa with it, so our rookies are going to be able to duel each other, which is pretty fun. Secondly, nice offensive rebound by Sabonis and nice putback. But secondly, Dennis Schroeder is our starting point guard, who we traded there to get Cam Thomas. So this is also Cam Thomas's revenge game. He's obviously played the Nets once already this season, earlier I think in December, but this will be his first game back home, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, Dennis Schroeder is also going to get to play against his old team. They picked up Zion Williamson in that trade as well. So very new look, competitive team. Zion catches the lob. And yeah, it's going to be a really interesting game. I think their team is so interesting. They're so long and athletic and just really difficult to deal with. Like, their shooting guard is 6'9" tall. I mean Zion is 6'6", but he's playing their power forward. But I mean, Nick Claxton's a good defender. Zion's an okay defender, not great, but decent. Malik Monk, nice little step back there. But they just have such an interestingly built team. They don't have a whole lot of shooting. Michael Porter Jr. helps in that aspect. Nice shot by Malik Monk there with the 3. But Michael Porter Jr. helps in that aspect with shooting, and their team is just so long. They have Yegor Demon coming off the bench, who is a 6'8" point guard. We got Nate Clifford driving to the rim and hitting the tough layup. But just really interestingly constructed team. Zion Williamson with a putback dunk. But like I was saying, they're just so athletic. AJ DeBonsa is so long and athletic. Kingston Fleming's so athletic and quick. Nice layup there from him. Zion Williamson driving to the paint, kicking out. Danny Wolf hits that mid-range shot. They're also so dynamic since they drafted so many ball handlers and so many Kingston Fleming's. Beautiful pull-up. But since they drafted last year so many ball handlers, so many good passers, it makes their team so dynamic when every single person on the roster can pass, and they're also so athletic and pretty good shot makers. Cam Thomas, beautiful shot off the behind the back move there. You'll love to see that in his return to the Barclays Center. And on the next possession, he hits a tough layup there. Cam Thomas is showing up to play. He came to play. He wants some revenge. Yegor Demon hits a 3. Not the best shooter, but I mean, if you give him the shot, he's gonna hit it. Kingston Fleming's using the speed, getting past Yegor and throwing up the scoop layup. He's got 6 points. He's playing pretty good in this first quarter. Malik Monk getting Drake Powell on the pump fake and then just putting it up. He's got 8 points. Nice 3 from him there. Yegor Demon with the ball. Uses the quick move to get past Flemings and puts up the mid-range. Nice shot from him. Kingston Flemings pump faking in the paint. Floats it up there on Yegor. Nice shot from Kingston. And one, Danny Wolf slamming it down on Domantas Sabonis. How many times have you heard that this year? Domantas Sabonis getting dunked on. But Danny Wolf, he missed the free throw, so it's okay. Yegor Demon hitting another 3. He's hit a couple shots. He's playing really well. And he's going to hit a tough layup there. Danny Wolf hitting Drake Powell, who's going to nail the 3. They started off the game pretty well, but they're starting to take the lead pretty handedly. Danny Wolf, another slam. They're really starting to pull ahead in this one, which isn't great. I wanted us to play them at least pretty closely. Good move by Malik Monk, making the contested mid-range there. Yegor Demon wide open is going to hit the mid-range back, though. They're up by 6. Sabonis having a bit of a quiet day. It's the turnaround fader out of the post, but he is having a quiet game. Zion Williamson baptizes Keon Ellis, and Keegan Murray can't do anything but look at the screen and watch his teammate get murdered. That was hard to watch. Let's just act like we didn't see that. Keegan Murray fading away in the mid-range, and he's going to hit that. He's got 9 points. He's playing pretty decently. Igor Dimon passes it down the court to Claxton. That's just an easy dunk. We give up so many of those, just like they throw it down the court and throw it in. Keegan Murray baiting the contact though, throws it in, and one opportunity here from him. I love that, just throwing his body into the defender, throwing the ball up towards the rim. It goes in, he makes the free throw, and one. And Claxton, just a pick and roll towards the rim, that's too easy. Cam Thomas though, pulling up in the mid-range, you know that's money. Everybody in the Barclays Center also knows that's money, as he has been a net for about 4 or 5 years, I believe. But he's now a king as Nate Clifford hits that layup. Dennis Schroeder quickly to the basket. He's putting some points on his former team here. Dennis Schroeder again working around Reynal. Reynal is just not quick enough to keep up with him, and Schroeder's going to float it around him. That's just a mismatch of speed. But Cam Thomas coming off the inbound, he's going to hit that bank mid-range. He's got 11 points in the half. Claxton hitting a tough layup. Claxton's barely missed any shots tonight. He is unstoppable in the paint for some reason. And they miss the buzzer beater to end the half. And we're ending the half down 10, 54 to 64. Not going great so far. Hopefully, how many times have you heard me say this? Hopefully the second half can go better and we can at least get it close or squeak out the win, because I really want to squeak out a win. Alright, getting into the second half, we got Schroeder giving it to DeBonso with a quick pass to Zion Williamson dunking it down. Their ball movement is so good. Nate Clifford, one-legged little floater. Interesting shot. There it goes in. 10-point game. We're down by 10, obviously. We got 56 there, 66. AJ DeBonso with the flashy dunk there. Malik Monk with the ball hits Keegan Murray in the corner, who's going to hit the three. There we go. String together some buckets here. Malik Monk in the paint off the inbound. That's too easy. 7-point game. Good stuff. But of course we can't guard the paint. Claxton's going to get a wide open dunk there, even though there was 2 defenders on him. And look at this. I mean, what is that? We tip a pass and it goes in the bucket. Like, what are we supposed to do? Is Zion Williamson on the rebound? That's ridiculous. That is insane. Monk hitting Sabonis on the inside. Nice inside work from Sabonis. I still can't believe that happened. We got Nick Claxton on Kingston Fleming's. Like, what are we supposed to do? Kingston driving to the rim, dishing it to Reynal, who hits the little layup. Nice work out of the pick and roll from Kingston. John Collins in the game. He's coming off of an injured calf. He's going to pass it to Cam Thomas off the... Malik Monk off the screen, who hits the three. Michael Porter Jr. firing back, though, with his own three. It's a 12-point game. Fleming's driving to the rack. Quick little layup. He is so quick. He loves those little layups. Cam Thomas catching AJ on the pump fake and then pulling up in the mid-range. That's money for Cam Thomas, as always. 9-point game. Danny Wolf dribbling, driving, laying up, and one. Reynal fouling him. Will he hit the free throw? I believe he missed the last one. He'll hit it. AJ driving to the lane, dunking it all over John Collins. I can't believe he comes back from an injury just to get dunked on. Then AJ's just pulling up a three. Cam Thomas stepping back in the mid-range. Of course, that's money. He's got 17. Kingston Fleming's, he's got 14. He's been playing pretty good. Hits Cam Thomas in the corner, who hits the three-pointer. Cam Thomas, 20 points now. Clowney at the buzzer hits the shot. Puts them back up 10. We're starting the fourth quarter with an inbound play. Cam Thomas off the screen. He's going to hit the mid-range shot. That's 22 for Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas again with the ball. Running the pick and roll with Keegan Murray, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to lay it in with the and one. Tough bucket from Cam Thomas there. He's got 24. He had a couple free throws, and he's at 25 now. 5-point game now. Cam Thomas running the break, reversing the layup, and he's going all the way. He's got 27 points now. Cam Thomas is putting on a show against his former team here. Michael Porter Jr. has something to say about it, hitting that 3 back. 94-98, down by 4. Michael Porter Jr. shooting another one, missing. But Clowney gets the offensive rebound, puts it back. They're back up by 6. Every time we get it closer, they just bring it farther away. Cam Thomas working off the ball, wide open for 3. Hits it. Cam Thomas, 32 now. Putting up numbers against his old team. He wants revenge for them not giving him that contract. They didn't want him here. He said, okay, if you don't want me here, I'll make you want me. He dunks it down on them. How many is that now? 34. He's got 34 now. Cam Thomas dribbling. Breaks the ankles. Gets the foul. Floats it. And one. Cam Thomas. My God. Have a game. This second half, especially this fourth quarter, he has taken absolute control. Hits the free throw to tie it. 102-102. Bonsa misses the 3. They get the rebound and put it back up though. We always have the same problems with the rebounds in the interior defense though. Bonsa wide open mid-range. They're back up by 4. Cam Thomas heroics are going to waste. Bonsa dunks it down. Sabonis postered again. They're gonna be up by 6, and if he makes the free throw, they'll be up by 7. Bonsa with the ball again, driving to the paint. Hits the corner. Michael Porter Jr. wide open, hits the shot. And it's a 10-point game again. Just like that. Cam Thomas battles so hard to bring us close in this game. And our lead is completely eviscerated. They're up by 12 again. Kingston Fleming's running the break well, hits the layup. He's got 16. Great game for him too. Him and Cam Thomas are really showing up this game, which you love to see. Michael Porter Jr. though, also showing up, wide open, hits the 3. If you leave him open, he's gonna hit it. Kingston Fleming's pick and pop with Keegan Murray, who's gonna hit the deep 3. He's got 18 and 9 rebounds. Good stuff from him. Bonsa hitting the fading 3. What is going on? Kingston Fleming driving to the rim, pull up, midi, hits it, 18 for him. Hey, he's showing out too. Cam Thomas is having himself a game, but Kingston Fleming is quietly having one of his best games of the season. And one! Kingston Flemings floats it in. He got the foul and then floated that ball up. He's gonna hit that for 21 points, which is his career high. Ryan Williamson doesn't care though. He's just gonna dunk it down on the other end, and they're gonna go up by 8 and win the game. Nets take this one. Definitely not a great game. Very upset that we lost, but at the very least we were competitive. Cam Thomas had a great revenge game despite the loss. Kingston Fleming's played good. I think there's definitely some bright spots despite the loss in this one. Let's just get to the box score. Claxton, 24-10, 3 steals, only missed 1 shot. Bonsa didn't shoot it amazingly, but not terrible. 21 points for him, 8 assists. 7 assists for Zion, who also had 20 points. They just facilitated the ball so well, their team. Igor Demon, 17 and 9 assists. Michael Porter Jr. played pretty well too. Cam Thomas, 39 points. Wow. 39 points, almost 40. He had 19 in the fourth quarter to try and bring us back in that game. He really could not have done more. Kingston Fleming's 21. Again, that's a career high for him. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. He shot it well, too. Keegan Murray, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Pretty good game for him. Didn't shoot it amazingly, but that's all right. Malik Monk, not a bad game. 15 points, 6 assists. Nick Clifford, 11 points. Not bad for him either. Sabonis was a bit quiet, but that's all right. Really just came down to, I think our defense wasn't the best. And of course our rebounding. We always struggle on that end, but it's going to be the episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry we couldn't pull out the W, but subscribe if you want to keep up with the series. Like the video if you enjoyed. leave any comments you have to suggest anything or anything you want to say about the series down below. Thank you guys for watching the videos as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.